Good evening, guys, and welcome to RRF1 Monday Division and the first sprint week of the week. Don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, so we're back for another sprint week. The Saturday, of course. Meaning short qualifying, we have a little sprint, and then the usual 50% race. Very short track, obviously. I think it's one of the shortest. 14 drivers tonight, not the best attendance, but we still like to see appreciate the guys that turn up, and we may have one join us if he's back in time, which is always good. It's a dry and wet race. The informant, Mr. Lost Warrior, in chat. Thank you very much. So the first car out is this Ferrari. Let's hope the guys read the attendance post and know it's short qualifying. I know some guys sometimes miss that and then save their time to get a couple of laps in or so. We've got AlphaTauri and then the Alpine of Bimmer guy. AlphaTauri, what am I talking about? Ferrari and then Alpine of Bimmer guy. God, I'm done it. Only just started, I'm getting my words tangled. So it's apparently one of the easiest tracks. I think there's definitely some certain sections you can invalidate on, for sure. One of them being this one. Sometimes one of them being that one, the exit. You can overrun it sometimes. And then I think the most popular one is probably this final corner and turn 1. Runs nicely, A72. Let's keep on board with him for his lap on the first lap of qualifying. You want to cut the inside curve just a little bit. It's not a bad run through from A72. Here's another one where you can easily invalidate. On the exit, you can get on top of that sausage curb. It does give you a track limits warning, and it can send you spinning into that right hand side wall. It's not the easiest track in the world, but in terms of certain corners it is, which it does nicely. Sort of mounts the curve a little bit, doesn't lose you too much time. Hugs it nice and tight. You want to use as much of the track here. Hug the inside, wide exit. Really put that car wide there. And here you want to be careful. It does it nicely. We're done with a wider exit on that one, but that's okay. Through the next corner into the final corner. Very nice. Hugs it wide, and he's going to cross the line with a 106.3, which is not bad at all. And Bimmer guy, 106.4, not far off at all. I can see what can I see? The Red Bulls gearing up for one. Scott getting the toe off Atkins. Both of them going for a lap. So we'll leave them to it. Over to Bacon, so he's invalidating. He's going to start his lap. Fritz Trick has a 105.7, jumps in pole position so far. We'll run down to Icebreaker, the next driver that's going to cross the line. Nice, ooh, gets a bit of grass there. The 105.7, not far off pole position. Leon's starting his lap. Now AlphaTauri of Goomba is also starting. We have a Williams coming over, also starting. The Lost Warrior. The 105.9 puts himself in P3 as it stands. I'm going to miss a time here. It's Goomba's time. I'm going to miss them all. Atkins, a 105.6 goes pole. There's his brother Scott with a 107.4. Definitely not one of the best laps, and I think we've got a Haas. A bit of a loose spin. He's probably going to come in here, I presume. He does. Hyper Igniter's invalidated. I think the other two will be coming in, so we'll keep on board with Hyper Plum. We've got Talented behind him. Purple Sector 2 according to the game. Nicely round. See what Plum can put on the board. So 104.7, almost a whole second in front. Go down to Matt. And I think he may have invalidated in the final corner. Definitely invalidated there. So he's simply two going for another one. He's just going round and round. Frick's invalidated. Leon behind him, who is a 10th and a bit up. Dives into the pits. So Hyper Ignite, I believe, will be the next one. And some good quality pace. See him through the final corner. Ooh, very hugs the line nicely. So 105.5, enough to put in P2 for the moment. Mr. Massey has left the session. Bacon Soda's out to complete another lap. A72 slightly up on his time, but he has no battery left. I think he's in low fuel mode now. With him, a guy. Hyper Ignite will be coming in, so it will be Bimmer guy, or potentially Bacon Soda. No, he's on his out lap. Bimmer guy's lifted off. I think he's down on his time. We'll keep on board with Bacon Soda. See what he can do. This man does have the potential to knock Plum off that top position. Nice through turn one. Aston Martin give him way. Very nice. He hugs the far left. Oh, a bit wobbly out of there. Still he continues. Get a time on the board. Excuse me guys, sorry. So through sector 2 to start sector 3. Don't think he'll get Plum off that top position after that exit. Oh, he's invalidated. Oh, no. Second to last corner and he invalidates. Would have been off 105.2, which would have pinched Hyper. What a shame that is. I think we're joined by our standard co-pilot. We are with a burp. Hello.
Hello. Hello. I've been watching the stream whilst I was sorting the bits out that I was doing.
Love to see it. Definitely.
See if we're gonna get an exciting race like last week.
Yes, it was an amazing race from these guys last week.
That was.
Wasn't a good race for us on the Wednesday, but you know, it's all right.
No.
Can't do well every week.
No, this is my luck at the moment. We won't go there. So we've got Mercedes
Let's hope Massey can take control of his car now. And that's Icebreaker coming into the pits. You can see Baking Soda. Just a 105.1, better than his last time would have been actually. P2 for him. Got the AlphaTauri of Goomba crossing the line to... Oh no, that's Plum, sorry. Lee Plum starting the lap. A72 starting. Fritzrick's also starting. I think Scott is on a lap. He is. Oh. Almost easy around the final corner, but it's a 1.2 second improvement. P9 for Scott as it stands. Go on board with Goomba. 9/10 improvement. Only good enough for P11. And it's a 1.1 second.
Points galore tonight in RRF1, isn't it?
It is.
Points galore. Points for top 3, points for sprint, points for the race. Points galore.
Point for penalty free. Point for driver of the day. Points, points, points. Right, let's jump on board with Plum. Is he up on his time? It's a lovely exit. Ooh. Only a 10th down. He is. He's playing mind games with us. A72 coming round, currently 2 tenths up on his time. 5 tenths, P6. Lost Warrior starting. I think Atkins is completing one. Actually, his floodlight's flashing, so I don't think he is. He's in a decent position, P4. Master Spread has joined. Has he crashed out? Has he crashed out early in his other race?
Masty's finally managed to get back in. I don't know if you saw in the chat, but basically what he's done is he's tried to start his stream and it throws his Xbox out. So he had to hard reset the Xbox, that's why he left the lobby.
Oh god. So if you didn't see in the Twitch chat or the Facebook chat, dry and wet race.
Mustard spreads in.
He is. I bet you he's crashed out early in his other race.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. We're like second best, aren't we? You know what I mean? We're the afterthought.
Unfortunately. What'd you get from someone that lives in Wigan?
Yeah, well.
With these two, Massey and Spread usually have a good little battle in every race they race in most of the time. It'll be interesting to see what they're like this week.
What can Bimmer guy do? 106.2.
Massey's coming around the final corner to put his lap in. It's a 105.8, just behind his teammate actually. Some good times to be fair.
I was expecting a little bit more from Massey, but then again, I mean, it is a quick time. There's no denying it. But
talking of his teammate, he's also
quite
out.
close to get.
It's 3 tenths up at the end of sector 2.
That'd be enough for, as it stands, P3.
Oh, he invalidates.
Ah!
I said it's the final corner, but at the moment it's the penultimate corner that's catching a lot of them out. Lost Warrior into the pits.
Matt.
He's starting one. Currently P12. I think Fritzrick's coming around to also start one, I think. He is.
Yeah.
Bimmer guy's probably heading in. As will Massey.
Yeah. Massey going in, yeah.
So I think it might be Matt that's going to set a
Bimmer
time
guy
next.
has actually carried on.
Well, he has. He's going for another one, but we'll keep on board with Matt. I do think he'll be the next guy. Alpine's currently P13 and 12. They're looking to sort of maybe jump themselves up there.
Matt's been impressive as of late with pace.
He has. Not as much in quali, but the fact he can keep it well in the race, I think it's the more important thing. He has been doing very well. Good to see him back in his old Alpine, reserving.
Yeah. I mean, you undermined me. I'd actually put him in a McLaren, but...
Oh, did you? I didn't see your comment.
Yeah, it's fine. Alpine's fine. Doesn't matter anyway.
And he goes a 105.8. Completely ignore his time. Does improve and goes P10. Guy slightly up on his time around the final corner. There we go. 2/10 improvement, 106 flat.
Yeah, it doesn't improve his position though.
Fritzschwick's going for one now as he comes near some traffic. They get away out the way nicely for him. Jump on board with Hyper, who's
2 Red Bulls are towing each other around again. Mustard spreads out.
Hyper Ignite is starting his lap now. Got the Alpine of Matt, I think, probably coming in as he does. Bacon Soda on an out lap, who's going to give way to these Red Bulls.
Yeah, the Red Bulls are towing each other around.
Scott leads him.
Atkins at the front actually.
E72. Master Spread starts his lap. I believe Leon will be as well. So back to Hyper, who's invalidated.
Yeah, I just noticed something as well. Look at the 2 Red Bulls. Notice any similarities between the 2?
What, when being on board with them?
Well, just looking at their car, have you noticed any similarities on the drivers?
Hold on. Same helmet? There we go.
I wonder if that is what I think it is. If it is, that's a class touch by the 2 Atkins brothers.
Let's hopefully try and get a good view.
Atkins goes up to P3, Scott P5.
Oh, what a lap from both of them. Can't really get a good view with them.
Bacon Soda.
Ooh. Bum's going to cross the line.
That hasn't got P1.
Master Spread. P4. Massey
P3.
7/10 improvement. There we go.
Leon P6. And quick times coming in now. But unfortunately stays P15. Lost Warrior then. He's invalidated. He won't be improving. Hyper Ignite is invalidated. He won't be improving.
Icebreaker's 4/10 up. Nearly 5.
Be a decent time if he can hold it, maybe behind his teammate.
There he is. Predicted nicely.
A72, he's going slow.
That is it.
Going slow, so that's it.
Has retired on track, but
Qualifying is over.
yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't really do it, but
we'll have to keep an eye out in the race for the helmet specifically of the Red Bulls.
yeah, yeah.
Not getting any good camera angles to actually notice them. So let's run through the grid for the sprint race. A 104 point bacon. A 104.5 puts Bacon Soda in prime position with his I say close friend, his friend Mr. Plum in P2. Massey completes the top three, and that's the scoring for qualifying, with his teammate Icebreaker just sitting behind him nicely. We've got one of the Red Bulls, Atkins P5, with the late joiner Mastered Spread, P6, P6, Leon P7, Hyperigniter P8, Scott P9, Fritztrick P10, which completes the top 10 for you. A72, Matt, Lost Warrior, Bimmer Guy, and unfortunately Mr. Goomba in P15, and that's your qualifying run through. I'm going to quickly get a screenshot, just in case, you know.
Yeah.
So I think for the sprint, should it a 3-minute break?
Yeah, normally the sprint's not too bad. So when it comes to the sprint, we're already up at go 8:57. So 57 past.
Lost Warrior in chat feels like he's driving a real McLaren.
Yeah.
So let's quickly have another look at the drivers.
You can imagine they're probably all going to be going for the same tyres.
Yeah.
Mediums.
I think it's a 12-lap sprint, so you can't really use anything else. I mean, maybe I had to rag the softs around there. But I don't think it'd be a very smart decision. Not the standard top three we're used to seeing, to be fair.
No. Just noticed as well, looking at the viewers, I noticed we've got a certain Egolf Hazard watching the stream. So nice to see your name there, Egolf. Hopefully we can see you back on track soon.
Nice to see you. You're not going to finish it? Oh, nice. Love that. Does me dirty. I think we really need to grill into Goomba. He's letting the Alpha boys down.
He's letting them down a bit, isn't he? Yeah, evening.
Speak of the devil. I think it's never good to start at the back, as Goomba sees what the hards can do. It's never good to start from the back.
He's put the hards on.
But turn one at Austria is always a little interesting.
There's a few tracks like it, isn't there? I mean, you got like turn one at Monza. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's probably the worst one.
Definitely got to be up there, isn't it, for the worst one? Some
cars like to go 4 wide through there.
Saudi Arabia, that's not a very nice one, turn one either.
It's not. I've had my few incidences at turn one. I suppose not any track at turn one's never brilliant, to be honest.
I mean, I suppose there's one you could think of that isn't too bad. That's Mexico. Shouldn't be too bad because it's quite a long run down to turn one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm just trying to think of the track. I think it's quite a wide turn, if I remember rightly, as well.
Abu Dhabi, it's not the worst.
No, but I think there's a close barrier, I think, on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Which is never brilliant.
Not sure if you've mentioned anything about the events that have happened over the weekend.
I haven't.
No.
We will speak about that now, I think, if you want to.
Yeah. So for anyone that is watching and doesn't already know, we had a bit of sad news yesterday, and the other streamer for RRF1, Mr. Gunners, his wife sadly passed away yesterday, which is never good news, and obviously our heartfelt condolences go out to Gunners. Some of the guys in the Wednesday division have made a pact that we're going to wear a yellow helmet because that was his wife's favourite colour. So we're going to dress ourselves with a yellow helmet for the Wednesday race. And I mean, I did notice, like I was pointing out during the qualifying, that the two Red Bull guys were wearing yellow helmets. And I'm not sure whether they've got wind of it and they've done it out of respect, or whether they've just done it because they wanted to run a yellow helmet. But that's what reminded me of it. But yeah, so our thoughts go out to Gunners, and he will be back streaming as soon as he's ready. Obviously, we're going to leave him be for a little while and let him gather his thoughts. So for Wednesday, I think this week, Master Spread's going to be covering the stream. So there will be a stream. It'll be Master Spread. But yeah, I'm sure if you wanted to message Gunners, I'm sure he'd appreciate the message. Yeah, so that is the sad news. But now on to better things as we start the formation lap for this race.
We sure do. Did Goomba actually go for... He didn't. I was about to say, if he did go for the hards, he'd have to draft in another driver. Only joking. What's your opinion on this track? I think I asked you this every week.
Yeah, I don't mind Austria. I don't mind it. Say turn one's a bit crappy. But I mean, I think it's more sprint format. I always think it's almost like people just lose their brain cells when it comes to a sprint format race. Everyone just races way too hard. So I'm hoping it's a bit more calmer tonight. I mean, these guys put on an incredible race last week around Silverstone. I hate the track, but last Monday, that stream was just on fire.
It was a great watch.
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
I think it'd be interesting to see. Had 150 viewers. Oh wait, actually, never mind. Hold on. It had 177 views that stream. I think a lot of guys definitely wanted to watch that back. It was one to definitely remember.
That was one for the history book, should we say?
Indeed. Bacon soda getting those tyres nice and crispy. Let's see if any Let's see if any drivers go wide in their grid box. Obviously, we'll be looking to penalise them. I'm joking. Don't worry.
I'm not sure what Atkins is doing there, but
I think he's still got a slight angle pointing with his car, as has Bacon soda. We'll jump aboard with Massey for the start. 5 red lights. Watch for the delay. Watch for here we go.
Here we go.
Massey's had a decent start, to be fair. He's left the other two. What a fantastic start is from Massey. Currently up in P1.
Excellent.
Bum on the inside, which is not brilliant.
It's not Brazilian.
both the Mercedes on to the podium as it stands. Bun's going to have a look back on Icebreaker as he does. Sticks his car in front.
Leon's got mustard spread around his outside.
Everyone makes it through turn 2 nicely. Bit of a drag race here between Plum and the Mercedes. Leon's going to have a look at the Mercedes. Oh no, he decides not to. There's a fast approach in Haas. Master trying to get involved.
Icebreaker and Plum. Boomer's still chilling in at the back. I tell you what though, quick shout out. Excellent turn 1 by the looks of things.
It was. I couldn't see anything in turn 2 either, to be honest. Master spread all over Leon here. Has to slightly brake to avoid him. You get a better exit. He's got a slightly better exit using some of that ERS.
Massey's under siege from Bacon, so as well as Massey runs wide there. That's going to give him a bit of a poor run out the corner.
Leon goes for the switchback on Master spread. He can't get it done.
Bacon's going on the outside of Massey. Plenty of room given by the two of them.
Oh, Bacon so there's a bit of a wobble.
Plum's there now as well, looking keen.
He is. I think he's saving a bit of his battery.
Leon. Piper's not in Leon.
Piper's going to look to probably send it here.
That's tight.
Both just about make it round, and Scott could have a little Little look here.
Atkins. What's Atkins doing down in P9?
I know, not the best of starts from him. Go back up.
Matt's looking keen on Fritzwick.
It's a good shout, to be fair.
Not the best of corners there for Matt. He's run wide again though.
Lost Warrior could have a little look here. DRS is enabled now. Bacon said it's going to have it on Massey. Massey not looking very comfortable.
What's an exit by Matt? He has burnt a lot of his battery though.
Brakes later, gets the move done. He still has DRS to defend. The Bimmer guy is going to have a look on Atkins.
Icebreaker was close as well. His teammate Massey's now dropped down to P3 by the way.
So he has.
Bimmer guy.
Oh, there's a yellow flag.
I didn't just think to.
Goomba as well, I think may have clipped someone there after that spin.
I think the Alpines had a bit of a coming together. I think Goomba ended up coming out and getting collected in it. I think. Not sure he's got damage. Got his end plate still. Not sure he's got damage. He'll have dirty tyres at the moment. Oh, no, probably got damage. Goomba's not having much luck at the moment when it comes to this game.
Matt unfortunately has to pit, probably picking up some damage.
Yeah.
He has to go to the hard, which I think he has.
No, it's for mediums.
Lost Warrior having a little battle with Fritzwick.
I'm not sure how that works actually.
You have to change compound?
That's what I mean, it's a sprint. I don't know if you've got to change compound or not. Boom is trying to clean his tyres.
Master Spread goes up the inside of Icebreaker, I think there. Icebreaker have a little look back. It's not the best corner to go for an overtake, and he knows that.
Was anyone watching the stream? Did anyone know if you do change your tyres for the sprint, you haven't got to use two different compounds. I don't think you do, but if anyone knows, let us know.
Oh my god. Baking Soda went into AI mode and thought one ploughed straight into it. I'm not sure if Baking Soda's disconnected. Didn't see anything. But Mr. Plum regains. Not regains, but takes that top position. He's having a nice little battle.
It's allowing Massey to sort of try and pull away from him. Spread still right on the back of Icebreaker. Atkins on the back of his brother as well.
Nice healthy bit of battery on Atkins. Doesn't look like he's going to use it down here.
Yeah, he's got over double what Scott's got.
Sure he used some here as he does. Doesn't get a nice exit. As Master Spread overtakes Icebreaker again up into turn 3.
Plum and Bacon Soda battling for P1. Two Red Bulls. Oh my god.
A72 drops down to P12.
Side by side.
Jump on ball with Massey to catch this. Bit of bumping. And allow Massey to get in right in there.
Yeah, allow Massey to catch right up. It's not actually benefiting either of them going side by side because it's slowing them both down.
With a yellow flag, I think that's a Williams with Hyper Ignite around.
Hyper.
Oh, a bit of contact.
Oh, Bacon Soda's gone.
Massey's going to have a look up the inside as Plum gives him the room. There's a bit of contact there between those two drivers. Baking Soda just pulls in front of Scott there.
Oh, okay.
Good race so far, definitely. We've got a clip in from the Monday division already.
Wow, that's good.
Presume something in qualifying as Baking Soda overtakes Leon. The Red Bull Scott doesn't have a great exit. And Leon's going side by side with Baking Soda here. No DRS.
Triple A72 are almost side by side as well.
Richard may have a look.
Oh, what a send.
Icebreaker.
Ah.
As he moves out the way. Nicely.
That way.
Ish.
Another fast approaching car of Hyper. His tyres are going to be boiling hot. Oh, Hyper.
Oh dear.
I mean, that wasn't Icebreaker's fault. He just lost the back end. I think he was trying to get into the pits and he just lost the back end and Hyper's collected him. That's all it was. When anyone's fault.
In other news, Massey has overtaken Plum.
No, it ain't. It comes overtaking Massey.
But listen here, I'm having words with you when I see you next. Master Spread getting involved here as well. Be interesting to see another Spread Massey battle. Both of their batteries not looking brilliant.
Only another 4 or so laps to go. The street race is on out.
Leon gets a 3 second. Currently dropping.
7.
Yeah. Still in the points though.
All the battery he's got. Spread just trying to save it. Plum's got 44% still.
Hyper gets a 3 second as well.
Oh, yellow flags. Gets one of the Red Bulls. Atkins.
He's going to have to let these cars go. He's going to try and fight with A72. There's the right to do so. A72. Oh. Good awareness from Atkins.
Yeah, that was good. Got to stick to the front 3.
You do. As we approach lap 10.
Fair play to Baking Soda, by the way. He's back up to P4.
He is.
He is fast approaching the back of his teammate as well.
Master Spread with now 25% ERS. Going to use some of it here.
Still got some battles going on further down as well. Got Scott Atkins and A72 all within a second of each other.
Atkins having a look on his brother with the overspeed. He sends up the inside. And Scott gets the much better exit.
No team orders going on at Red Bull.
But Atkins can have another look here. He slips past him nice and easy with Icebreaker getting the fastest lap. 106.3 on the softs. And go back up to Master Spread and Massey.
That start. Quite close.
They are both with pretty much 0% battery. Master Spread having a look here, using everything he's got.
Always going to be weary about Baking Soda come up behind as well. I don't think Master Spread's got it in him to
No.
get past Massey. Massey's being clever and sticking in the DRS to Plum. If he drops out of that, then Spread's got a chance.
Bimmerguy takes Fritzstrick into turn 3. Bimmerguy lets him pass. I think there's a bit of contact there, maybe.
Massey's dropped out of DRS. This could be Spread's chance.
He starts the final lap now. Oh, and Goomba. Been raking the penalties in recently.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a shit time of it at the moment in this game.
He has.
Right, Spread he hasn't got no battery left. Massey's actually got more than him now.
Gets a slightly better exit as well.
They're just not making the move. Matt with the 3 seconds.
Spread not even bothering to turn that ARS off. Icebreaker. Bottom 4 now all have 3 seconds.
Leon's penalty is only going to drop him down 1 position as it stands. Yeah, I didn't think Matt Marshall's going to have it. He's really close. Flag.
Yellow flag as a collision between Fritzstrick and Bimmerguy. He'll quickly jump on board with Plum as he crosses the line and wins the sprint. Massey in second.
Bimmerguy needs to get going. Yeah, so otherwise he's going to get disqualified.
And there you go. Leon drops the P6 in the end with that 3 second. Still scores 3 points for the Alfa Romeo. As well as himself, obviously.
Front 3 are pushing each other around.
So they are. Hybrid Knight is going to cross the line in 11th with Matt 12th. Unfortunately, his teammate in P13 is going to go over. Oh, and he picks up a 10 seconds for that.
Wow.
That is very, very harsh.
10 seconds for that.
That is very harsh. And we will jump on board with Mr. Goomba. Wilco Stewart in the chat. GG's Plum.
Goomba.
And Goomba loses it. He's got his teammate actually approaching, who is in AI mode and will not be careful. Oh. And there we have it. The sprint is over and done with. Evening, Mr. Tom. Noswari gets driver of the day for the sprint. Yeah, I think he started 12th. Or something like that, and got himself up into P5. Great sprint for him.
Yeah, he did start quite low, yeah.
So, I'll get another screenshot of this. Just remember Goomba's last, and then I'll get the top 14.
Yeah.
So, Plum gets the maximum points. 8 for him, 7th. Well, you can see it on the screen. I'm not going to run through. But there you have it. Sprint is over and done with. Both the Red Bulls finish in the final 2 points. Now we go for the race.
The Red Bulls had a bit of an up and down race there, didn't they?
They did. And whatever you do, do not look at the results for the sprint whilst waiting for the race to join, because it will glitch you out. So I remember this last time. But there you have it. I think there was a bit of an incident between Plum and Bacon Soda as well, wasn't there? And unfortunately, Hyper and Icebreaker, I believe. Not much that Icebreaker could do from what we could see. But obviously, as you all know by now, any clips of any incidences, defence or against someone, make sure to send them in to myself or Lee Wood on Messenger, and obviously we'll look into those.
What's going on
And
here? Why have we not?
yeah, I don't know.
Someone needs to press advance, I think. Then it might start the countdown. Not sure.
I'm going to ask them if they're stuck on the screen.
No one's mentioned anything yet. Right, what's going on?
I think we might have to leave.
Why have you put it in the Wednesday division?
I don't know. This Bimmer guy in Hyper Ignite is still loading. Get confused.
Right, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, please remember the 5 minute break.
We'll go at 23 past, guys.
Yeah.
Please don't ready up earlier. No way. Old Trafford apparently has been voted for the best stadium with the best atmosphere.
So apparently, according to Lost Warrior, we're looking at rain at the end of the race.
Ooh.
So if it's saying there's going to be rain at the end, expect it to start raining about halfway through then.
Could start wet, to be fair. You never know.
You see what I mean? End of the formation lap, it will start raining then. Because we all know how brilliant this game is.
Lap 24, apparently the game says.
We'll see.
I don't actually want to click on Race Director, guys, because, you know, this game... I know it does something when you look at it on a sprint race. So we'll see the starting tyres once the guys ready up.
As mine's not on the stream, I'm having a quick look at the race director now. So we've got Lost Warrior, A72, Hyper Igniter on hards. We've currently got Matt F1 on softs. Everyone else on mediums.
Hyper Igniter on the softs.
No, Matt.
Oh. Tell I weren't listening. So Matt
No.
pulling the primal, as I like to call it. Primal notorious for starting on the softs. A range of ethnicities racing. We've got a Jamaican. We've got someone racing from an undisclosed location.
Lives everywhere, baking soda.
Yep, lives everywhere. Of course, we've got a British. We've got I can't see actually anymore.
Austrian,
Austrian.
Canadian, and a Hungarian.
There you go. Is that Mr. Goonbrew is in from
Yeah.
Hungary?
Yeah, yeah.
Does that mean you're from Hungary too?
I am always hungry.
Stop it. So 1 more minute before we get away for the Austrian Grand Prix. We actually didn't do any predictions because it was a bit slightly different for qualifying. So I want to give it to you to do a race prediction. Evening, Dumar.
I'll give you. I'll tell you what. I left him out of it last week, so I'll include it this week. But I think it's probably going to be Plum, Bacon, and Massey.
And Massey. Ooh. Massey did have the pace today.
Don't forget as well, last week, I did actually get my prediction right.
In qualifying.
Still a prediction, it was right.
I'll let you have it. And I think it's your turn for driver of the day this week, I believe.
Nope.
I'm sure it is.
Your turn, mate.
Ooh. No.
It is your turn.
It was definitely me last week, but okay.
No, it wasn't you last week.
Ooh. Don't like that responsibility.
Right. Seems that we are starting.
We are. Say bye-bye to the weird standing. What are you going all for?
Guess what's happened?
Glitched?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. I mean, might as well sort out why we're on the formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
hopefully it doesn't mess the lobby up.
The Dark Mark did run through the starting tyres earlier on. Here you are. So Lost Warrior Leon, A72, Fritz Strick, Hyper, Matt and Icebreaker start on the hards. Matt obviously changing from the softs as he was on earlier. Tom's gone Plum, Massey, Spread for the top three. I'd hope for a 1-2 AlphaTauri.
Yeah, it'd be nice. No, Domar, this isn't my favourite track.
His favourite, we've already raced that, mate. I'll give you a clue, it was 2 weeks ago. It's by far the worst track on the calendar, but each to their own.
Stupid game. Can't get back in.
Oh no. Okay, I think it's glitched because Plum has continued background and some cars have stopped on their grid.
Told you it glitched.
There's nothing in the chat saying any different. There we go. So, Master Spread on board with him for the start. The Spread gets a decent start. Jumps Massey as it stands. We're on board with Scott. Massey clips the inside curve, bit of contact made. Scott's up to P4. Bimagai. Oh, so hard to follow. Massey could have another look on Master Spread as he lifts off slightly early to try and avoid any contact. Spread gives him plenty of room. Fritz Stricken A72.
Still trying to get back in the game.
Bacon soda up to P5. Down to P5, sorry. Scott jumping him up into P4. The Alpines trading positions. The yellow flag. Oh, yeah, it's all fucking up. Gordon Bennett, what's going on? I think it's back to normal now, it is. It's Bacon Soda's near on, pushing Master Spread round this track. Bacon Soda could go for the double overtake here. Massey later on the brakes. And Bacon Soda's pulled off a double overtake. Goes back up into P2. And what a move that was by him. Master Spread drops down to P4. Losing out there.
Online services error.
All the deltas are frozen.
It's because it might be because I'm trying to join. I don't know.
Oh, it says you joined.
Right, let's see what happens.
Come with a fairly healthy gap in front. Can't tell you how much it is. By as the orders refresh. Let them do their thing. This Hybrid Igniter is apparently leading the race. So is A72. There we go. All Goober's leading the race. There we go. Back to normal. I think. Yep. Plum has had a bit of a mishap. Bacon Soda slips into P1. What the fuck is this game?
I think we need a lobby restart, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, right, we're going to call it. We're going to call a lobby restart. After getting in finally. It's all messing up.
God's sake. The race will only be restarted, not the sprint, by the way, guys.
Right, do you want to jump in?
I have got the orders, so let's wait till everyone gets in. I'll invite the crossplay guys.
Yeah, yeah. As far as I know, that's everyone.
Have you sent the Xbox ones, yeah?
Yeah. Not ideal.
No.
So everyone's got to try and jump in as quick as they can.
Light rain halfway through the race.
That was at the end, wasn't it?
Ryan's messaged me from light rain halfway through, apparently.
I can only do what I can do with the weather. Right, we've got 11 of them in.
Bacon Soda's going to be joining us slightly late, so he restarted. Rain at the end from A72 at lap 22 to 23. Obviously, you can only do what you can only do.
Yeah. It may be slightly different to what the original forecast was, but I've put rain at the end, so we'll see what happens. Someone's just left the lobby. Not sure who that was.
So we're waiting on Bacon Soda. Obviously, try and hurry up, mate.
Bacon, not Bacon Soda. It was Bimmer guy.
Oh. Okay.
Right, trying to get the
Yep. When you're ready.
Right.
Plum Massey spread.
Yeah.
Bacon Soda, Lost Warrior, Leon.
Yeah.
Atkins Scott A72.
Yeah.
Fritz Trick Igniter Matt.
Yeah.
Icebreaker Bimmer Guy and Goomba.
Bimmer. Right. Done.
Right, guys. Go, go, go.
Right. So they're all ready and up. So there'll be it won't be a full 5-minute break. It'll be a 3-minute break. Don't forget your setups.
How long do you say for the break?
3 minutes.
Ah, dear.
I'm not looking at the thing this time.
No.
Spreads actually put a thing of you actually in the chat. That is you, isn't it?
Funny bastard. Someone's readied up already.
No, they ain't.
Oh, well,
Not on my screen.
I had a countdown.
Yeah, we'll get this race properly underway very shortly. Thank you for everyone still staying tuned in. That has.
Apparently there's no rain.
Well, should be, because I definitely put someone at the end.
Apparently it was raining like 10 to 15 into the race. Goomba said that. Then the other said it was late on.
I put light rain at the end because you only get 3 slots, you see. When you're doing custom weather, you only get 3 slots. So I'll just put sunny, and then light rain at the end.
Went from 25 minutes to
now,
15.
Yeah, it's now time to start. So hopefully everyone's remembered their setups. We had a complete lobby desync, Tom, so we've had to do a lobby restart. Evening, Gunners.
Oi, Gunners. Not everyone's starting on the mediums, which was expected.
No, it's 2 people that start on hards. So we can only apologise for the lobby restart, but yeah, the whole thing just desynced. Sounds like someone hit a wall then.
Didn't hear that, to be fair. The pit window for getting the mediums off lap 16 to 20.
The Red Bulls, Tom, they've already earned a couple of points in the sprint.
3 points, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Lost Warrior's been disqualified.
Goomba's the last one to line up on his spot. Here we go.
Jump on board with master spread for the start. 5 red lights. Wait for the delay. And away we go. Master
Fred's got another good start.
He has, as has Massey. And take the inside. Oh, he's been nudged in the back.
Leon. Got Scott in the wall. Dimmer guy's with him.
Scott's got 5 seconds for severe collision. We continue on and Massey takes the lead of this race. With a Plum and Baking Soda very, very close. Hyper Ignite is up to P6 now. Within Atkins. Once again, very, very close.
Icebreaker just behind them as well.
Matt gets the overtake on A72.
Not sure if Spread actually gained any damage from that. It just looked like Leon completely missed his braking point for turn 1. Baking Soda.
Side by side with Plum.
So these two
late
have
on
already
their
come together
brakes.
once tonight.
Looks like he's got a slightly better exit still, side by side. Baking Soda's going to go up the inside. Still side by side.
And that's
Baking
it.
Soda
Plum
gets
falls
in
behind.
front.
Quite a few close battles. You've got Goomba on the back of A72. Lost Warrior on the back of Leon.
So he's got a good exit. It's Baking Soda over the fastest lap of 108.3. DRS is enabled. They're spread with 108.2.
He's catching up to the back of Goomba quite quickly. Damage limitation from Spread now. As I say, if he finishes, he's going to get points. Obviously, the top 15 score points in this league, so everyone's getting points if they finish.
Hyper Ignite
managed to get Atkins, and now Matt's looking at Atkins. And you've got Icebreaker going up the inside of Matt.
Nicely done. Matt may have a look back. Quite have to run.
Icebreaker looking really keen.
Oh, Icebreaker a bit loose out the corner.
A bit loosey-goosey.
Just a wee bit. Go on board with Baking Soda as he's approaching the lead of the race. It's Master Spread and Goomba. Currently side by side, and Baking Soda.
Plum's followed him through.
Massey isn't going to have any DRS. Plum and Massey still side by side. Massey slips in behind Plum.
Spread's now on the back of A72, trying to regain those positions he's lost. Got an Atkins trained forming here as well. Looks at the flags, that is Goomba. Same place again, he's spun it.
He doesn't like that corner.
Right, so the top three are actually nose to tail still, and you've got the Atkins train as well.
Plum's using a lot of his battery to try and get the run on baking soda. And he does get in front. Can he keep that position? Could have a trade of positions here. Spread picks up a 5-place grid penalty for corner cone.
5-second penalty.
Sorry, yeah, I'm not sure if he's been pushed off by A72 or I'm not sure what's happened there. He's an Alpine round of Bimmer guy. Plum does stay in front of baking soda. And it's quite unlucky for Spread because he will have to serve that 5 seconds. Sorry.
Literally, you just took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say the same thing.
It was later on in the race, potentially if the clip was sent in. And obviously, the 5 place given by the game was severe. As Spread looks for the overtake on A72, he gets caught on that curb and sits past him very comfortably. Go back up to the front two.
They'll go chasing after the Atkins train now, will Spread.
Baking soda and Plum still side by side. If baking soda gets in front, good little battle going on between these two.
Massive front row seat for it as well.
Leon and Lost Warrior trade. Oh, Leon and Lost Warrior coming together slightly.
Knock around here.
Leon decides to back out that one.
Going side by side around there is just almost like a death wish. Massey started to drop back from the front two now a little bit.
Oh, these two trading positions again. Leon gets in front. Question is, can he stay in front of the next DRS straight? Does. Come once again right in the gearbox. Baking soda.
Lost Warrior and Leon still going at it as well.
Oh, not sure if that, no, yeah, Lost Warrior did lose it a little bit. That will bring Atkins into this little battle.
It's now turned into a Leon train, is it?
I think so. And Plum has got past baking soda again. Can he keep the position?
It's train from Leon all the way down currently to Rich from P10, but Spread's looking to try and catch up with it as well. Oh, Leon was going then.
He's almost.
Don't forget your hyper igniter in this train, and he's on the hards.
Things could have a look at Lost Warrior here. He's using both.
He's going to try.
He's having a look. Lost Warrior places his car on the outside. He gets in front nicely. Stays in front nicely, sorry.
Piper's going to just be chilling and watching to see how this unfolds. Which gets Matt.
Stubbs, thanks for joining me. No, unfortunately not. We don't use Discord at the moment. We are only on Facebook. If you're looking to join in the league, if you put in chat !Facebook, a link will pop up. You can click to join the page, and we'll obviously try and get you into one of the divisions. As I believe, sure something happened there. Yep, there was. Scott is round on the finish straight. The fast approaching Alpine.
Oh, I thought it was going to be.
Could leave him vulnerable to attack here.
He's not going to have DRS because he was in front of the DRS detection with Lost Warrior, and then he went deep into the braking zone. Still there though, with Atkins.
So it's just about in front. Into the next corner.
I think Hyperignite are probably trying to push on.
I think his tyres will probably have kicked in by now.
Yeah, Spread's now on the back of the train as well behind Matt.
He is. Keep on board of Atkins here. You get Lost Warrior going up the inside of Leon into turn 2.
Atkins has been hit as well.
Could leave some drivers vulnerable to attack here. As Hyperigniter is under attack from Icebreaker. Icebreaker keeps ahead.
Not there. No.
Oh god. Oh,
what is going on?
hell.
Wow.
There's a massive issue there. As Hyperigniter slips through as what he would like up into P4. Icebreaker currently down in P11.
Wow. That was interesting to say the least. Ace still up the inside. What are you doing? Why there?
Very rude.
Yeah, I think people's patience needs to be worked on here. I can understand it's a bit frustrating sitting behind a car for lap after lap after lap, but you know what I mean, it's just the nature of the track. You've just got to get on with it and wait for them to make mistakes. Don't just send silly moves because then it ends up in a clusterfuck like we've just seen.
Exactly that.
Absolutely, like Eggoff just said, carnage. Exactly what's happened.
Master's going to have a look up the inside of Matt. He gets the position nicely. Now back up to P5.
Yeah, he's another one that benefited out of that. What you sort of had Leon and Lost Warrior sort of battling, and they ended up sort of coming together a little bit. And then you had the likes of Atkins and Icebreaker sort of going side by side round that corner, and they all just come together at the wrong point.
Indeed. We have Icebreaker and Fritz Strick trading position.
Atkins is now on the back of Leon as well.
He is. Plum can't get rid of baking soda as they're both approaching the back marker of Scott. Oh, Atkins gets a bit loose. Bacon Soda's into the pits. Potentially looking for an undercut here, maybe. It's the hard to go on. You're going to get out in front of Hyper Igniter. I think it's going to be fairly close. Hyper Igniter gets past, as does Bacon Soda's teammate, Master Spread. Nice breakers come in now as well.
Got Bacon Soda here trying to chase down Spread, and you've also got Atkins on the back of Leon still, and Bimmerguy on the back of A72.
That's what we're currently on board with. Atkins and Leon.
Bimmerguy's looking close.
Scott picks up a 3-second time penalty. Bacon Soda's looking very close on the back of Master Spread.
Leon, Lost Warrior and Atkins are in the pits now.
They are, Lee, as we go back on ball and Bacon Soda, and he slipped past his teammate. No team orders there. Spread still trying to fight that position. Atkins into the pits as well. I'm sure we'll see him come in. I think Bacon Soda's undercut may have worked here and got a yellow flag.
Yellows, that's Matt. Be careful, cars coming round. Unlucky for Matt. I would assume he was probably going to think about coming into the pits on this lap. He's now dropped it. Plum's in the pits and Massey is taking the lead.
I'm going to keep on board with Bacon Soda. I think he may jump Plum. It's going to be very close as Plum gets a wide exit. Oh, and he's lost it. Oh, and he's had a massive collision with Plum. Oh. It's not ideal for Plum, as I presume he's probably picked up a front wing damage there.
Yeah,
he's missing an end plate. Definitely not ideal, as Leon's having a look up the inside of Bacon Soda. There's a bit of a collision.
Yeah. What's happened there is Bacon Soda's trying to get in front of Plum and get the undercut on him. He's run wide on turn 1 and he's kept the foot planted off the track. And what they've done on this game is they put a little dip in that runoff. So if you hit that dip, the wheels spin up, it grips and chucks you off. I would have thought most people would have known that by now, but obviously Bacon Soda decided to keep the foot planted and found that out the hard way.
Massey comes into the pits. No icebreaker overtakes Atkins further in the back. Spread comes in now. Bacon Soda's stayed out. I presume he may have decided not to pit. I think he picked up some damage as he goes off in the run-off area again. Yeah, Plum has stayed out, yeah. No visible wing damage to Bacon Soda. Bit of a dirty car, but that's about it. Lost Warrior gets a 3-second time penalty.
Back of icebreaker. Plum's on now having a look at Leon.
Leon, yeah. I think Leon's probably going to fight that too much. Probably see him come in this lap. Atkins is on the gearbox of icebreaker.
Oh, Leon's coming in. looks like the two Alpines actually ended up double stacking.
Leon's come in for the softs.
Strange decision.
Atkins can have a look back on Icebreaker here. Slips past comfortably. We're going to see the return move from Icebreaker along this straight. It look like he gets a brilliant exit.
Is he going to do a Daniel Ricciardo? No.
He doesn't. Plum's coming to the pits, I presume, to change that wing.
Yeah.
And is he going to take the mediums for 17 laps? I think he's going to have to.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Unfortunate for Plum. It wasn't his fault, but if anyone's got the pace to try and make some time up again, it's him, I suppose.
It is. But then he's got to be careful with tyre management as well. And as Atkins picks up a 3 second. Still on board with this Icebreaker Atkins battle, and Icebreaker almost goes into the back of him.
Goonger's on the back of Scott.
Here's Goonga on fresher tyres. As him and Matt are having a bit of a tussle here. Goomba has the DRS to defend. Still keeps ahead. We're on with the fastest lap of 107.3. 16 laps remaining. He's caught up with the Icebreaker and Atkins battle.
Because Leon's going to have so much more grip out the corners for a little while.
E72 and Lost Warrior. Bacon said he gets a 3 second. Lost Warrior locks up, but keeps the position. And Leon gets back in front, gets in front of Icebreaker. You will be seeing Leon pits shortly, I presume. Going for the 2 stop.
Last 2 long.
Massey within DRS of Hyperignite is 20 laps on the hards. As Master Spread pits as A72 goes into the pits. Master Spread jumps A72 as he goes into the pits. Done with the fastest on the mediums, a 106.4. Look, he's cooking.
Yeah, Plum's on a charge now.
Mr. Plum is cooking. Hopefully not with plums. I don't think they're very nice cooks.
Yeah, stop it.
So Massey getting very close now to Hyperignite as he's hugging the right side, which presuming he's going into the pits.
Leon went to go up the inside of Atkins and Atkins blocked it off.
Which he is. Leon's going to have another look on Atkins into the corner. He gets past him, just about. This has done Hyperignite a wonder here, because I do believe he's probably going to come out in P4 or 5. We'll keep on board with Lost Warrior. He's going to come out in P4, I think. It's going to be very close.
Before we come out.
P4. P3, sorry. P3. What a race this is from Hyperignite. and the better tyre in the top 3. Well, top 6. He's in P3 at the moment.
Massey and Baking Soda. Got their own little race going on now.
Comes up into P9 as he gets the overtake done on Fritzstrick. Fritzstrick's having a little look back at him though. He's eyeing up the inside.
Leon with a beautiful switch back there, to be fair. And now Icebreaker's in the back of Atkins. He's got a perfect view of this, but they're going to go side by side into this corner again.
Leon keeps his car ahead. Plum looking to get involved with this. He is. He slips past Icebreaker before the corner. Plum now up into P8 as Baking Soda gets the overtake on Massey. It's all going off here. Give a yellow flag, a Red Bull round as Scott, unfortunately.
Plum is right on the back of Atkins.
You're going to see a double overtake here.
Don't go three wide.
So.
Well, Plum, he tried to decide whereabouts to put his car, and I think Leon was trying to find somewhere to put his car, and it put Plum off a little bit.
Now Leon and Atkins again side by side.
Plum's going for the spectacular, but it didn't pay off.
We presume Leon's softs would be wearing out. Plum goes around the outside of Atkins. Keeps his car ahead. What an overtake that was.
Nice.
Now he's in essential P6 with Leon probably going into the pit soon. He's getting a much better run here. Got a yellow flag. Baking Soda's round again. He's got a big enough gap behind him to return to track. It's Master Spread jumps Lost Warrior up into turn 3 or 2, however you count it.
Leon's having a look at Plum because Plum's got past. Plum collects a lot later, losing the space on the inside. Leon
doesn't get a brilliant exit, and Atkins is going to have a little look here. Looks like Atkins is going to get in front, and Leon now down into P8 as he has another send up the inside. Oh, and there's a massive crash. Oh God.
Impatience again. Thank you very much for the new follow as well.
It's a good shout, Wilco. Yeah, Master will have a good race as well.
Yep.
Dropped to P14 in the end, and Leon picks up another 3 seconds. We'd hope to see him come in this lap. As he does.
Yeah, I think he's soft dead. Leon's retired in the pits.
2 weeks in a row now, or he retired on Saturday after sending an outrageous move on Atkins. He retires in the pits, so there's no proof of rear wing damage. That will be a 25-second penalty served for Leon's next race, I believe. I don't think he's classified here.
No.
Bimmer guys having a little look on Atkins, potentially. Lost Warrior still sticking with Master Spread. Got to give it to Master Spread, to be fair. He served his 5. It's true what Wilco said as well. Dropped to nearly last. Served the 5. Got a pit stop in, and he's in P4. Great drive from him.
I think he's been helped out a little bit.
Yes, as well as ignited with that carnage, as Egolf called it. It's not been the best of races from the Monday, lads. It's been an interesting race to watch. Again. Spread actually pulling closer, I think, to Hybrid Igniter. Could we potentially see a Haas podium? Double Haas podium, sorry. Plum's on the chase, 3 seconds or so off that little battle.
Time. A few recent weeks we've had the Haas drivers up there, haven't we?
We have. It's a very good team.
Lost Warriors just over a second behind Master Spread. Icebreaker's got Atkins and Bimmer guy behind him.
Nice. Plum has closed the second on this on Lost Warrior within that lap. Really pushing here. Thank you for another follow, Dr. Drizzle. Good name as well, love that. Atkins on the back of Icebreaker.
Atkins.
Up into turn 1. Oh, Atkins don't get a great exit. Stuck on the sausage curve. Icebreaker slips back in front of him with Bimmer guy having a look as well. Bimmer guy chooses wisely.
Yeah, clever racing.
Atkins with a lot of battery to use to try and get this overtake. Icebreaker also has quite a bit. Strange driver, thank you for the follow. Atkins almost pushing that Mercedes round through that little bit. Oh, Atkins clips the inside curve and he's lost it. No contact has been made to any board though, so his tyres have just been warmed up slightly.
Careful here. Atkins has got going. Matt's going to have the overspeed coming into this touchy right hand corner. I think Atkins has got going now.
Plum's overtaken Lost Warrior. Now 2.2 seconds off Master Spread and P4. Matt gets a 3-second time penalty. Hybrid Igniter, ooh, that could play a part here. Notice Baking Soda as well as one. So essentially Massey has a nearly 9-second gap if he stays penalty free as we approach the last 6 laps of this race. Guy trying to fight for this P8 position.
Yeah, so I'm on board at the moment.
He's got help from that DRS, but Icebreaker with a lot more ERS. He can use that to defend against this Alpine.
Have got Matt on the back of Atkins still as well, after Atkins' spin.
We do.
Bimmer guy still trying to find a way around Icebreaker.
Bimmer guy in slightly newer tyres. Plum's dropped that gap to Master Spread to 1.2 now. He's almost in that DRS. He's now in the DRS and Master Spread. Plum really on the charge here. So we're on board with Bimmer guy. Potentially have a look up into turn 1. pulls out of that one. Icebreaker, not the best of exits. He's going to use some of that battery. Icebreaker draining it all.
I think the guy pretty much has as well. So we'll turn the attention to Plum, I think.
I think so. I'm just going to keep on board with him into this corner. He's still struggling to get past. We'll jump up with Plum. It's massive.
Oh, massive.
I mean, he slipped, so he still has a nearly 5-second gap, but we have got Master Spread and Plum, both with penalties. Potentially close in on these guys.
Interesting to see how Master Spread plays this one. Will he accept the defeat and let Plum drag him up towards the others, or there's one play you could make here?
Here's Plum. He's going to have a look up the inside with Master Spread. Brakes slightly later. He's still there. Looks like Spread's got a slightly better exit. Plum's still going to keep his car there. We're going to have a 2-wide situation. Plum squeezes his car in front. That's Plum up into P4 now. So as Marcus just said, is Spread going to play that game? Just sticking with him, hoping to be dragged into this. They only do need to make 2 seconds. Sounds a lot, but these drivers have the talent to get there.
Saying that though, Hyperigniter's tyres are newer than Plum.
They are.
And Spread's.
The guy's still on the back of Icebreaker. Icebreaker's 30%. Then the guy forced to back out of that move. It is supposed to rain. Marcus has said it's a rain. Doesn't look like it. The gap.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem with having to do the weather.
You can never get it bang on as Scott picks up a 3 seconds. Puts on the softs, hoping to get that fastest lap potentially.
Is what Scott's done there is he's come out behind Plum. Yeah. Not behind Plum, behind Hyperigniter.
Oh, and Bimmerguy's going to have a look here, up into turn 1. Both get round it just about alright. Icebreaker's not going to use any of his battery here. Bimmerguy's going to try and get in front of him. Icebreaker playing it smart. It's going to get the DRS up into the next corner, I believe. He does. He's probably going to attack Bimmerguy and get that position back off him. As he does so not very easily yet. Bit of contact. He's back in front.
Not quite making enough to Hyper, but he's starting to grey over a little bit now, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Matt picks up another 3.
Oh, Bimmerguy Icebreaker again.
Here we go. Trying to defend. Oh, he turned in slightly early there.
Oh,
I think Bimmerguy got caught on the curve there. Oh, on the back end.
Yeah, he lost the back end. Bounced into icebreaker. It wasn't his fault again.
To
He's
Plum.
just trying to defend the position.
Plum now 8 tenths off that penalty window. Is he going to be able to do it on the final lap of this race? Try and snatch the final podium position.
Spread's actually dropped right off.
Has. Slowly going down.
Almost like a Lando Norris situation, isn't it? Remember around this track.
Doesn't Hyper have 5 seconds? I don't think so. We'll leave it to the end to try and make it fun. If he does have 5, Plum is obviously well in within that. The yellow flag of someone.
To Massey.
Massey's going to cross the line as the winner, and I think he will remain the winner as he gives a little swerve. Baking Soda crosses the line P2. Hyper Ignite will cross the line P3. Will Plum be in the penalty window? Was it a 5 or was it a 3? It was a 3 second, and Plum crosses the line P4. Spread P5. Lost War, a great race for him to be fair, in P6. Fritz Strick gets in there P7 as Fritz Strick's run out of fuel. I think he's going to get round there just in time. He does. Fritz Strick crosses the line P7. Bimmer guy got in front of Icebreaker, I noticed, and secures P8. Icebreaker P9 and A72 P10. Everyone that does finish will score points. Atkins 11th with Matt coming in P12. And the last 2 guys off Goomba. And Scott completed the race last lap. So there you have it. Austrian Grand Prix is over and done with. Driver of the day goes to Hyper Igniter. I mean, he did have a great race. He did pick up a penalty though, so it does sort of sway me off. I'll let you run through why I make my decision.
So Massey with the race win tonight. Very, very hotly contested, to be fair, after that restart. And he's had Baking Soda pretty much following him around. But Baking Soda comes home for P2. Baking Soda actually had 6 seconds of penalties. I was keeping an eye on it, but he still manages to keep that P2 with Hyper Igniter bringing it home for P3. I'll just send them a party invite quickly. So yeah, Plum, the unfortunate coming together with Baking Soda, has ended up with him finishing off the podium. So P4 for Plum in the AlphaTauri, and then Master Spread again after his sort of mishaps comes home in P5, and we've got Lost Warrior in P6, Fritz Trick P7, Bimmer Guy in P8, Icebreaker P9, A72 in P10. Atkins had an up and down race. He's brought it home to finish in P11 with the reserve driver of Matt F1 in P12, Goomba P13. Scott a lap down in P14, and the only guy that hasn't managed to finish was Leon, and that was due to him retiring in the pits. So we're not sure if it's rear wing damage or not, but as it stands, he could potentially be earning a penalty from that retirement.
And the driver of the day, I'm going to give it... It's a bloody hard decision. I'm going to give it... I don't really like giving it to guys with penalties. It would have been Hyper Igniter, but I am... No, I'll give it to Hyper Igniter for a great drive.
Come on!
So, Hyper Igniter driver of the day. Second choice would have been Master Spread. Great drive from him. From obviously a Turn 1 incident, but Hyper Igniter does gain a few positions after a bit of a carnage situation, but congratulations to him. Congratulations to the podium guys, and obviously everyone that finished. So we'll go on to the podium interviews. Everyone is in. We'll first speak to the driver of the day, Hyper Igniter. mean, great drive from yourself. I think it was P10 or P11
11.
to P3.
Yeah.
Bit disappointed with the safety, the lobby restart, but I'm sure you're not moaning anymore.
No, it ended up helping me, to be honest. Because I got like 2 warnings on the first lap in the first lobby, so I probably would have ended up with a lot more penalties than I got in the end. I mean, I had a bit of contact in the sprint, which affected where I started for the main race. I lost 5 positions in the sprint, which I didn't really want to happen. So from P11, I was just really aiming for P5. With cars battling ahead, I ended up catching up to the pack with like, P4 downwards. So that was definitely possible, especially as I was on the hard tyre compared to everyone else on the mediums. So I was more likely to be quicker at the end compared to everyone else. And obviously, I knew that it wouldn't go inters anymore because the rain was shorter than it would have been. So yeah, I just used that to my advantage, and then everyone collided ahead, so I just broke a bit early to try and get through the carnage that happened in front of me, and then just pulled away from there. It was a pretty simple race from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I nearly got bacon, but then got a penalty right at the end, so that was a bit annoying. I was really pushing at the end to try and get in bacon for 6 seconds, because I knew he had rear wing damage, so was really hoping to get in the 6 seconds because he was on 20 lap old tyres, I think, and had minor rear wing damage, so it was going to be very slow, but got a penalty at the end. So then I was just pushing to hope that I could stay out in front of Plum, which I ended up.
I was going to just mention that it was quite close towards the end. Someone in chat thought you had a 5, so we had a bit of a. We were looking for, well, we were hoping to see you cross the line and stay in front, which you did. So fair play to that. Well done on P3.
Thank you.
Bacon soda. I mean, the sprint. Obviously, there was an incident, and then ironically, with the same driver, there was also another incident, which I think you come out slightly better of. It still crosses the line P2. Congratulations, and take for your race, mate.
I just had a very up and down race. I'm happy to be fair. Well, not happy, but like whoever collided with Spread at turn 1, thanks, because that put a driver out of contention for us. And it was just trying to get Massey out of DRS, and then just me and Plum were planning on having a battle, to be fair, but ended up going a bit sideways. And then obviously when I was fighting Massey, I got rear wing damage and managed to gain 7 seconds at the end with rear wing damage. So it wasn't the best of races, but I'll take a P2 at the end. So yeah.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, fair play, mate. Obviously, Igniter mentioned you obviously had the 6 and he was pushing to try and catch you. Were you worrying about that at all, or?
Yeah, because I was gaining and losing and gaining. And I was like, I got to get out this 6 seconds, and I was keeping it. And then when he got his 3-second penalty, I was like, oh, thank God I could just chill now and just not push as much. So
well done, mate.
It wasn't great, but I'll take it.
I'll let you interview the winner, Mr. Marcus.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
So, Massey, that by no means was a comfortable race for yourself. You had a few different guys breathing down your neck throughout, but you've managed to sort of come out on top. So, nice race in the end. But take us through it from your point of view, mate.
Oh, the pressure when people come up against Massey just tells, doesn't it? No, in all fairness, I was P3 today. Plum and Bacon Soda were just so quick. I mean, I was burning and pushing to try and stay with them while they were racing around the track side by side. So, yeah, they were way on today. It's just I was just lucky that yeah, they decided to do a bit of tango and salsa dancing together.
Yeah.
And then obviously Bacon lost it on turn 3, so that gave me the gap I needed. And then from then on, I was just trying to not get a penalty and keep it on the track. So I just sort of took it a bit easy and then got a penalty anyway. But thankfully there was enough penalties behind and a big enough gap, so I just did what I did and kept consistent. And brought home the bacon.
Anyway, yeah, just notice as well, Plum actually did manage to get the fastest lap, so he's got an extra point for that.
I'll give him something.
Extra 2 points for that. Actually, I think it is 2 points. But yeah, so you were unfortunate at the end there, Massey, not to pick up the extra point for a clean race. Obviously penalty free, but bringing home the P1 points, I suppose that's always going to help you in your charge in the championship. So
Thank you.
yeah, well done, mate.
So, podium interviews done. Now on to the Wednesday, guys, to have a go around here. Commentator will be Mr. Spread, and I'll presume that will be on his own channel. So link will be posted in all the chats. But if it isn't, we'll obviously keep you all updated. And then Saturday, streamer to be confirmed. But obviously 100% around Australia, which I'm sure will be very interesting. Thank you, mate. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Make sure to tune in to the rest of the streams. Wednesday 8:30 and Saturday 8:30. Thank you all for watching. Congratulations to all the guys that finished. And we'll catch you in the next stream. Bye-bye.